and welcome back to another episode of Intern TV here on Newman Media at Newman University. I'm Matt Dopp. Join always Jeff Wilson, Andrew Golden. We got another really exciting episode for you today. We're bringing on one of our good friends again, so we're really excited for that. Hopefully we can learn from him a little bit, maybe joke around with him, and hopefully put him on the spot.
Hopefully.
You know,
that's the goal.
That's always the goal.
Yeah,
that's the goal.
We do like to stump him. And before we bring him in, honestly, one of our core values here at Newman is reflection. And I've kind of been reflecting a lot recently about some of my past internships and just kind of think about how kind of crazy life is. And for whatever reason, I was thinking about you guys a little bit, you know,
I don't blame
little
you.
bedtime thoughts. And I was like, man, it's been a year already since you were interning with NBC Sports Philadelphia.
It's been a year. It's been a year.
Do you think about that at all or reminisce on that?
Sometimes I do, yeah. A year ago today, I was, sitting in the Wells Fargo Center, cranking out some work. And, not that I'm not thankful to be here, but times were different and situations were a little different.
Yeah.
Andrew, how about you? Where were you at a year ago today?
A year ago, the one that I reflect most on is my LaSalle one. I got cut short. I never really got the full experience, so it's kind of like, it got kind of taken away from me, but hey, we're still moving on to the next one, and hopefully you pick up the knowledge that I missed out on the last 2 months at my LaSalle internship.
Life is a mountain. You got to keep climbing.
That's what it is.
Gotta keep on climbing. Ain't no mountain high. That's the only line I know.
There we go.
I was hoping we were going to stop after that.
Yeah, right. All right, let's get enough of our goofballs out here. Let's bring him in. So like I said, we're bringing Rich Lipscomb on the show today. Really excited for him. Let's bring him in. Hey, Rich, how you doing?
What's going on, guys? I'm good. How are you?
We're doing good. Excited to see you and your beautiful hair.
Thank you. Hey, glad to be here. It's about time you got me on the show.
Yeah, right? It's only took us, a year now almost. But anyway, so Rich, for the past couple semesters, you've been interning with Perfect Game, or baseball organization. So just kind of tell us a little bit about what your role is there and what you got going on.
Yeah, so starting off, the summer going into junior years when I first started working with Perfect Game, I started as an assistant scouting intern. So what I would do is each location where I would go, like South Jersey, I was in Virginia, North Jersey, they would just send me to locations. I would sit there all day at a baseball field, usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and usually keep the scorebook, but we do it on an app that we have called Diamondcast. So I would sit there all day, keep score of the book, keep players' stats, things like that. And going forward to this past summer, I was assistant tournament director, so I was a level up, so I had more responsibility. That just ended this past weekend, but what I would do...
Hey, Rich.
Yo.
So being a close friend with you, I know that, like you were saying, you started there one summer and then you got promoted into a next one.
Yeah.
What was the motivation to going back and working for this company for a second time?
Just like the group of people. I love working with my bosses. Every day I would go into the office. It was just like a really chill vibe, really laid back. Like there was no dress code, or that, even though that really wasn't much of an impact.
Rich, if you don't mind if I jump in here.
Go right ahead.
So, you're talking about as you're being promoted, and obviously, you had to deal with difficult times as you're being promoted. And, now you have new roles, you have a new leadership foundation. What was that transition like? Obviously you had aspirations and you had an idea of what your role was going to be, but what was it like kind of having to transition while you're, taking on that new role at the same time?
It was pretty smooth for me because most of the locations I was already at the previous year, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. The only big difference was going into the office and preparing for the tournament each weekend and getting certain equipment out to certain locations. That was really the biggest difference. But then usually when I would go to the field on the weekends, it was the same work as usual.
Yeah. So Rich, I want to hop in and kind of go right into story time here. And I remember a couple of years ago, you got your license really late. A lot of kids get it. I know I got my driver's license when I was 16.
Yeah.
I think you were probably 20 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember right after you got it, you were telling me how you were going down to Virginia to work a tournament. So I guess I've never heard the story. So I guess hopefully it's interesting. What was that like, freshly licensed? Be like, I got to drive from Philly to Virginia.
Yeah, that was crazy because I've had experience driving on highways, but that was really the first time that I was actually by myself driving 5 hours down to Virginia. So that was definitely an experience. My mom and my dad were freaking out because, it's new. It was new for me. So, but going back to when I got my internship, obviously I needed a car to travel, and I didn't have a car at the time. I didn't even have my license, but I told the guy Gary, who's my boss, I told him that I have my license. I just need a car. So I lied to get this internship,
Wow.
and it worked
Wow.
out. I mean, I really wanted this internship, so I felt like I had to squeeze my way in there, but it ended up working out.
Yeah, I
so.
guess fake it till you make it.
Yeah, right,
Sometimes,
exactly.
Make it
That's
till
what
you
I'm
make it.
saying.
Hey, that's some persistence, some determination.
Yeah.
Is it
That's
worthy?
integrity.
Is
right
it
there.
worthy? Do we do it
Yeah.
early?
You want to give it to him?
I
We do
think
it
we give
early.
it to
I
him.
think you got a little
Alright.
something in there in that room.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you want to throw on for us.
The chain.
There we
Oh,
go.
gosh. Hopefully that doesn't weigh you down. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
That's solid gold right there.
14 karat.
Yeah, that's from Jared.
Rich, being that you were lying for an internship and obviously you were really motivated to be part of Perfect Game and you really wanted that job, do you see yourself in the future continuing with this position, or are you looking forward to going to a different position, kind of in the same realm though?
Yeah, so as of now, I plan on staying in the same position. They asked me if I wanted to be back for next summer, and I accepted it. So I know I got that going on for me, but I hopefully after next summer, maybe they'll offer me full time, and then maybe, I mean, they have like Perfect Games all throughout the country, so they're big down south, so there's a possibility of maybe relocating me down south. That would be huge, because that's baseball year round there.
Right.
So in one of our previous episodes, we had Sean Flannery on, who was also at Perfect Game. And I know we have a lot of Newman ties at Perfect Game. How much of an advantage did it have for you to already have that organization be familiar with our university and with our students? And do you think that plays a role in how they view, Newman students coming in to work for them?
Yeah, I think it really does, because working with Sean and Marissa and Marty, it makes it more comfortable, like a more like comfortable vibe going into like the office and everything, working with them. And I know when I was interviewing, when I said I was a Newman student, Gary, my boss, he was like, "Oh wow, like we're known for having Newman students. Like we had a lot of people that have come through Perfect Game," and he even mentioned to me like they're really great workers. So I feel like, us Newman students make a really great impact
Wow.
on Perfect Game.
What a reputation for us.
There it is.
Yeah, I'll give us a
Hey,
clap.
we'll
Newman!
clap it up for ourselves.
Newman.
All right. Newman. Oh.
All right, okay.
All
right,
right,
so
so we're
Rich,
going
you
with
did,
it.
really did.
Rich, so you've been talking about how you were driving to Virginia. I know this semester you've been going up to Staten Island a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a couple hours away from your house. So, do you have to get a hotel yourself? Do they give you one? What's your living situation
Yeah,
for 'em?
so each weekend, if it's more than if I have to travel 45 minutes or more, they put me in a hotel, and the hotels are pretty nice too. They're not
Okay.
cheap
Do you like
hotels.
take the soaps or towels or anything like that?
No, I thought about it, but no,
Okay, yeah. You can put some of that
Hey,
soap in your
he
hair.
lies, but he doesn't steal.
I don't
That's
steal.
true.
No.
He lies, but he
I
Do
doesn't
they-
have
or-
integrity.
so you said these are nice hotels. They have like bathrobes or anything like that?
No bad.
You don't walk around in the bathrobe and the slippers.
No,
Dude, he looked good in a bathrobe with that hair and that chain.
I appreciate it.
Newman's own Hugh Hefner.
Oh boy. So Rich, like you said, going traveling all over. I did kind of hear peeps that maybe over the winter, December, you might be going down to Florida. I don't
Yeah.
know, you want to spill the beans, or you got anything to say on that?
Yeah, so they asked me if I wanted to go down to Florida to work a showcase event, December 27th to the 30th. So I accepted, of course, because who doesn't want to be in Florida during
Yeah, right.
the winter time up here? But I haven't found out any information about where I'll be yet. But hopefully in the next upcoming weeks, I'll find out some more news.
Yeah, maybe we could work out a deal. I'll let you have the chain to wear down there. You know, you
Hey,
shine
I'll wear it with honor.
shine in the
Or
sunshine.
maybe he can bring us.
Or maybe you could bring us. Why didn't I ask that?
We
Here.
could be your
about-
your plus 1, 2s, and 3s.
Intern TV down on the beach.
Intern TV
Indeed.
mobile.
Yeah, we could get
There
a
it
bus,
is.
get a nice.
Oh my
nice
goodness, I can
Newman
see it
media on
now.
there, yeah.
I can
Beautiful.
see it now.
So, Rich, working at Perfect Game, how important is it for you to gain connections, whether it's through your boss, through other employees, and how has it helped you throughout your entire career at Newman?
It's huge because I've worked with people that have worked in the MLB. Like 2 weekends ago, when I was in Staten Island, I was working with a guy that worked for the Oakland Athletics and and he's with the Baltimore Orioles now. So just like keeping small talk with them, even if it's just about baseball or whatever, I've really seen much of an impact that connections have. And like I've worked with one of the guys that's the same position as me. He used to play minor league baseball, and he worked with a lot of MLB teams. I think he's worked for the Red Sox, the Marlins. So, it's really important to just keep connection with these guys, stay friends with them, keeping up with them, even especially during the wintertime.
A quick follow-up to that. So you said you met these MLB and minor league baseball people that are in the positions that you would be interested in. Do you pick their brains about certain situations and try and gain knowledge off of them?
Yeah, I always do. It's interesting to find out. The one guy, when I said worked for the A's and the Orioles, he was down in the Dominican Republic working with their minor league system. So I've always had an interest in minor league baseball and working with that. So, you know, I'm always interested in picking their brains, of course.
One final question from me. You know, obviously we've been friends here for a good amount of time, and I know I'm going to put you under the bus here, under the spotlight, but I know freshman and sophomore year, you were kind of the quiet kid in class, and you've emerged from that shell. So what advice can you give to students who are kind of in that similar situation, maybe don't know where to get started or how to get started? What advice can you share for them?
Definitely get a head start right away freshman year, because I know I waited until the summer of my junior year, and honestly I felt kind of rushed. So definitely get a head start with your internships freshman year, maybe the spring of freshman year. Just be on the lookout, because I was lucky enough for this perfect game to just like fall into my lap. But that's what I would say, is just really start early.
Yeah, so it's just another one quick. Just like Jeff mentioned, we had Sean Flannery on the show a couple weeks ago, and he told us a story of how one time in Atlantic City he might have forgot how to do math and some parents attacked him or anything. Do you have any funny stories of some rowdy parents where you kind of had to, put them back in line or anything like that?
It honestly happens every weekend. There's parents that will come up to you if I'm doing the diamond cast, keeping the scorebook. They'll come up to me and complain about how their kid is 2 for 2 with a single instead of 1 for 2. It's just little things like that get them annoyed. But yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
who would have thought so much math was involved in this? These
I mean, they
perfect
pay a
game
lot of
people,
money
they
for
don't
the
have it
tournament,
easy
so.
at all. No.
Yeah, not at all.
Talking 1,
Gotta-
2, 2,
Every
1.
weekend you got to bring your calculator.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. All right, Rich. Well, hey, you're doing a pretty good job answering these. Let's see if you can keep it. You'll see if you can keep it up here, and let's get some quick six firing at you. So we're
Get it
gonna
rolling.
go around the horn. We're gonna give you 6 questions. Answer them quick. Go ahead, Jeff.
Here we go. Rich, easy question. Who's your favorite baseball player and why?
Andrew McCutcheon, because of Pittsburgh Pirates fan.
What's the favorite product you put in your hair?
I honestly have no idea what it's called, but I use some kind of gel.
It's a week.
What's your dream job?
Dream job, I would like to work minor league baseball player development with the Pirates.
Would you rather ride a bike or a scooter for the rest of your life? No driving.
Bike, I'm from Philly, come on.
Okay.
Bike gang, little scoot.
Bike gang.
So, Rich, what's your favorite meal to cook?
To cook, I don't cook much meals, but I gotta say, I can cook up some mean pizza rolls.
Yeah, anybody could. You put them in
Yeah.
a
This is
air fryer.
more of a demand. Give me a strike 3 call.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, here, wait, here.
Hold
Here, you
on.
got me. I'll
Here we
throw
go.
the pitch,
Oh,
and then
okay.
you beat it up. Here, wait. You want to be the catcher or something? Yeah.
I don't know.
Or
how
you want to
it-
be the batter?
Well-
Get in here. You're the batter. Get down. Get
Where-
down.
how-
Get down. Just be the catcher on the ground. All right, you ready, Rich?
Yeah, I'm ready.
See, we're perfectly lined up here. All
Good.
right.
Hey, sit down.
Beautiful,
That
beautiful.
was good. At first, I thought he was going to go basic, the hook. And then he was
Yeah.
like, ha!
Gotta let them know.
Yeah, that was good.
Baseball player right there.
We'll clap
Appreciate
up.
it.
We'll
I mean,
clap
hey,
up.
what about that gas by me?
That was good.
curveball.
That was
Yeah,
good.
you dropped your
Didn't
mask.
That's,
Oh, good.
that's a foul.
That's
That
a
is a
foul.
foul.
That's a foul.
That's a party foul.
All right, hey, Rich, good job at the quick six. I'll give you a round
We'll
of
give him a round of applause. We'll give him a round of applause.
Good job.
All right. So anyway, Rich, like I said, we appreciate you coming. Is there any last words you want to get in? Anything that you've been meaning to get out before we wrap up here?
Nah, I don't think so. It's just great to be on the show. Been waiting.
Wow.
You guys have grown a lot from when we first were doing this in the study room.
Right.
He's
Wow,
gonna make it.
thank you.
He's
Grown a
gonna
lot.
make
Great
me
to
tear
see.
up.
Yeah.
Should we tell the audience that he was our very first fan? Or
He
very
was.
First,
He actually
Rich
is.
Lipscomb, he was our very first
Been
fan.
here
He was
since
in the
day
background
one.
of the video.
Yeah, he was. I think he
was.
was the first one
He was
clapping.
the first
when
one to
came in.
clap for us.
I think he was the first like on the YouTube too.
Might have been.
So anyway, Rich, hey, we appreciate your support. We're glad we could finally get you on here, like you said.
It's come full
So,
circle.
Yeah. Hey, keep in
Circle
touch. I know
of
you're bringing it
life.
to LinkedIn Life, so don't abandon that.
Of course.
And you keep networking with those Orioles and Pirates people,
Oh, yeah.
because you'll get there one day. I can't wait to come watch you play. Well, you won't
I
play.
don't know about that.
You'll be a scout, you know.
which is going to be the pitcher.
Yeah. Me and Andrew, we played Rich baseball a couple times. We've never lost.
Yeah, we just take him.
I've
take him yard.
heard the rumors that you may or may not have hit home runs off of him. almost every time.
Every time.
We take them yard.
It's fine.
It's all right.
It happens.
Whatever. And hockey guys beat the baseball kid. What are
No
you
big
gonna
deal.
I don't play hockey.
We're not giving him a chance to respond to that.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich, thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming, Rich.
Thank you, Rich.
Jeff,
Thanks
we
for having me,
appreciate it.
guys.
Hey,
thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Hey, it was good listening, reminiscing with you a little bit earlier. It was
Yeah.
an honor, yeah.
The good old
That's
days.
good. Andrew, thanks. Appreciate you. And we want to thank all of our fans, everyone at Newman University, everyone at Newman Media. We appreciate you, and we can't wait to see you next week for another episode of Intern TV.